Welcome everyone. All right, so we're gonna try to do this correctly. I added Yidwin, the rogue vampire like person. We have Pelagina. She's still kind of tank, but she's actually more of a DPS. When I looked at her stats and her skills and proficiencies, basically she's really good with two-handed weapons and dual wield. So with that in mind, wait a second. Yeah, I changed her loadout, if you will, but I still don't have a lot of stuff going on here with the... I thought I had finished this. Interesting. Reflex. So we're going to do this really fast to make sure that everyone has lay on great hands. No, we don't need that. That's fine. Wait, what is this? Max health. No, that's not important. I mean, maybe it is, but actually get spirits or intellect. No. Intellect, power surge. Fortune saves will. That's a good ring to have. I feel like resolve is actually better for a rogue, but it could be wrong. Or the dragon pendant grants breath of flames, grants call to clutch, dragon scale, burn armor rating plus slash armor rating. I mean, that sounds pretty darn good. And then Pelagina gets the healing hands, if you will. Max health might be helpful for this person. Deflection. And power surge sounds pretty good, but I'm not sure that's what I want. Yeah, I'll just do that. And then somehow this guy got the amulet of health too, and I'm just like, that doesn't make sense. So I don't know. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're now going to talk to the queen. And how did that happen? It's interesting. Yeah, that's right. But I wanted to make sure I got this right, so good.
My brothers and sisters have set sail for Nekataka.
All right.
Leave it to me.
You return intact. Nagati is not always kind to those who travel upon her domain.
Onikaza touches her brown and nods.
A messenger from the jaws of Tangaloa speaks with the voice of wisdom and change, I say.
I got it fixed on it really fast. Alright. Hopefully the audio
It
is
is fitting
a little
that
better.
yours should be the voice that tells of Hasongo's fate. What did you see there?
Some Naga occupied the colony after Aethys drained the Adra. I let them live. Or I forget what I saw. Aethys is moving towards Magron's teeth. I mean, I kind of want to keep her on edge. That'd be kind of, I'm pretty sure, funny. But she is going to be an awesome ally, I think, in every way. So let's keep going.
The snakes are on edge. Where comes this new boldness?
Okaza thumbs her chin and narrows her
Far
eyes.
be it for me to complain if they make trouble for outsiders.
There's weariness in her thoughts that she doesn't bother to hide.
What of Aethys? If you know why he terrorizes the Deadfire, speak on.
Aethys is heading for Magron's teeth. I met him in the Great Volcano. I'm to meet him.
If
yeah.
he fears neither ocean nor magma, I wonder that anything can stop him.
Onikaza thumbs her chin and
If
considers.
Aethys makes for Magron's teeth, I say the Rathun will grind him to dust for the praise of their warrior matron.
Her brow raises with interest.
Even if they fail, it will be an enemy cleared from my plate. This is the gratitude of Nagati, I say.
Rathun?
The fiery children of Magron devoted to their mother with a fanatic zeal. Bothersome, but the least of my troubles now.
What's funny is Magron only has fanatic zeal followers. Zealots. It's the best way to say it.
From Port Mage to Hasongo to Magron's teeth, Aethys follows a rich vein of Adra. It takes him northeast to more interesting territory.
Positive gain of reputation for the Huana.
In the deepest memory of the tribes, we have told stories of Magron's teeth. Embellished sailors' fables, Akira, but not without some truth. My people speak of treacherous seas, lakes of fire, and the ancient warriors hammered to life on Magron's anvil.
Okaza props her chin on her fist and looks you up and down.
Ashen Maw is the grandest and most accessible of the peaks. It is the sharpest tooth in Magrin's jaw. Prepare yourself for a fight.
And it is a chance to support ships to accompany the Defiant.
Akira, would that our resources were not so entangled in other parts. I cannot send ships to Magrin's teeth any more than I would send paper dolls to a furnace.
She arches her fingers together, staring intently at the points in space between where they
If you
meet.
make preparations in Nekataka, I say we can help each other.
She sits up straighter and regards her with a level
I
expression.
must keep the city's peace, and I have only so many arms and eyes. While the Deadfire screams, I would see Nekataka outlast the storm to come.
What do you need from me? I have no desire to help the Whānau. I only came here to warn you of what's to come. The rest is up to you. Interesting. What do you need from me?
What I need is a lasting peace that will outlive my dynasty. But I will accept peace of mind for now. What do you know of my water shapers, Herald of Bareth?
They shape ... water. Seems pretty funny. Takayo seems to think they're artists. That's pretty funny too. Or I can use my Deadfire background and say they are the keepers of ancient Whānau tradition, or I can use my Deadfire and history skills and say I know they were they gave Rattatawi no end of trouble in their early advance. Though I don't know if that would help. I like this. Takayo thinks they're artists.
I say he has influenced the guild in that respect.
She smiles to herself.
My water shapers are the levy holding back Rawatai's advance. An adept standing at the prow of a war canoe is enough to send the fleet scrambling for the shallows.
She eased back, languid and satisfied.
This reminds me. I owe the Hazanui a basket of koiki in remembrance of the Battle of Nakaroatl.
The Rattatawi title equivalent to admiral, so she owes this admiral of the Rattatawi government something for the Battle of Nakatari. Alright, so she snaps her fingers and nods to her intendant, who scurs off. Sending in your enemies a warning. Poking the hornet's nest is rational. I'm gonna be clever. Sending your enemies a
The
warning.
voices of the dead echo through Tangaloa's mouth, wailing of their missteps in life. I merely ask the Hazanui to listen. While the problems of Aethys and overindulgent admirals plague these waters, I have summoned the masters of water shaping to Nekataka. Now would be the time to confer with Guildmaster Mairu, but she does not answer my summons.
She looks out on her city and her hands squeeze down on the armament. Maybe she just overworked? Doesn't sound like you have a grip on the most important asset in Nekataka, Your Highness. Let's just say
Akira, I would sleep better at night if I could hang more of my concerns on easy answers.
She favors you with a slight
The
smile.
guild can suffer no setbacks. If Mairu shirks her duties, her queen would know the reason.
She stares off in the distance and sighs, gaze unfixed.
Nagati, do not abandon us now.
Onikaza turns her gaze back to you and flinches. That was not a thought she intended to share. Let's talk to her again.
Traders call you a friend. I hope the crown can do the same.
Oh. Alright. Well, we leveled up, so let's level up. Alright, athletics going up here, diplomacy going up there. We have 2. Alright, that's really helpful. What is this? Hastening exploration. The paladin can command an ally to increase their pace during a combat, granting them quick inspiration temporarily. Command an ally to summon all their strength in order to temporarily ignore existing hostile effects and also grant them steadfast inspiration. Hostile effects will resume once this effect ends. Or Paladin can command an unconscious ally to get back up from a large instant spike on health. Also grants a strong inspiration. However, the ally will lose half of the regained health after a short duration. That is dangerous right there. But kind of good. Increase the Paladin's maximum zeal. Paladin's pure soul resists all invading forces, granting immunity to poison immunity. He has a small chance to completely avoid any attack and to convert some hits to crits. Grants a chance to completely resist the effects of a hostile spell. Wow, that's true. Increases the amount of damage dealt by critical hits. Paladin has a chance to gain zeal each time he or she downs an enemy. Increases effectiveness of any healing you cause. Boom, I definitely need that. Use penetration, fire attacks. Paladin becomes resistance to this. Resistance to perception, resistance to constitution. So I think this is okay here. What is this? Polyimmunity attacks remove charm, confuse, and damage from that. Interesting. So that removes it. Interesting. Alright. Bathe yourself in the holy light. Blind enemies. Damage taken by affected enemies is greatly increased. Our nearby allies gain a deflection. Yes, that one. Alright. And then my new rogue. Mechanics going up to 7. Metaphysics going up. Small chance to completely avoid any attack and convert hits to crits. That's good. Increase the maximum base. Interesting. Rogue becomes especially skillful at dodge attacks, converting nearly all reflex targeted grazes to misses. Ooh. Gains additional defense against disengagement attacks. That's really good too. Alright, shouty. Alchemy, religion, monk, additional defense against disengagement attacks. That's really helpful. I don't know if that's what I want. Head targeting, strike, designed to disturb an enemy's ability to reflect stunning them. Nice. Stun more opponents. Yes, please. Arcana and history. Alright. Got some electricity going on here with our current grimoire and what we've already learned. So we're going to do that. I think honestly we're just going to gain increased penetration with. So now we have full increased penetration with everything basically. I know those are all passives, but I think that's enough. Alright, so.
Figure is how anyone could treasure animancy over the grace of our divine's guiding hand.
Because the mercy of Kith is less capricious than the gods' guiding hands.
Funny, it doesn't answer my question.
Alright. Going to pair Riki's Overlook.
Well, that's it. For God's sake, I can't take it anymore.
Bruce stops and steps and hops around, doing her best impression of a cricket caught on a hot skillet. Occasionally, she tosses her arms up as she spins, her feet buried in a skull.
I'm seeing red all right everywhere, and it ain't a passing vision. Palagina, we're gonna have words, you and I.
Damn. She turns to the paladin and glares. I haven't seen this before. This is
And maybe you'll even apologize.
Belly feathers ruffle and the muscle on her jaw bulges as she grinds her teeth, her golden eyes disappearing under narrow slits. The Valiant smoothly turns to face Jody.
Little woman making a big noise. When someone takes that tone with me, what follows is not conversation. In the Republics, no one would bat an eye if I cut you from gut to gullet and left you holding your innards in a ditch.
Color drains from Jody's face, but she slides a step forward rather than back, too stubborn to so easily relent.
You can throw your threats around in an attempt to avoid this, but it won't work. I want the air cleared, at last and for good.
Jody comes out. What's the problem here?
The problem is, this featherhead doesn't know when to stop squawking obscenities about the gods, Watcher.
Her pops her jaw, cracks each one on her knuckles.
I've been turning a deaf ear for too long, disgracing both myself and my god, ignoring the no-good, sour-sounding, moronic blasphemy that spews out of her mouth.
Per Blanca. Another frail faithed priest has come to mumble tearful protestations because I don't see the world with their blind eyes. I'm sure this will be as fresh as a pasture full of cow droppings.
Pure Blanca is for mercy. It's like, little miss. Come on now. You're upset because Pelagina disdains the gods. Or can intimidate. Make me tell you again, and you'll regret it, Shodi. Whoa. Sit back and let Shodi rant. If you want to fight, draw a weapon. You're upset because Polina disdains the
I'm
gods.
working my way down from active disdain to slight regard. I'd prefer to give the lot of them as little of my time as possible.
A disbelieving sound itches in Shodi's
The more
mouth.
she disparages the gods, the more she tempts ruination on her very soul.
Who cares?
I can't just let that happen. Besides, her arrogance irritates me.
That's what's the
Of
problem.
course you see it as arrogance. You surround yourself with believers. The very idea of disbelief offends you. And little girl, you have no idea what it is like to grow up being godlike. So do not presume to know what it means about my soul or my life.
Love that.
That's why I asked you what it was like. But instead of ever telling me anything, you just give me insults or a cold shoulder. In this, it's her or me, Watcher.
What? Oh, come on. Each of your experiences and worldviews are valid. Can you not come to a compromise? Diplomacy. Shodi sucks in a deep, rattling breath. After holding it there for several heartbeats, she then pushes it slowly out of her nose. Her first attempt to speak comes out as a croak, but finally she
You're
manages.
not wholly wrong, I reckon.
Finger splays, she scrubs her palm
If
over her
after
face.
all you've seen, Watcher, you really believe that we're both right, you're an even bigger fool than this one.
She cants her head sharply in Shodi's direction and casts her eyes between them.
Anyway, I'm not the one who got upset. I'd just as soon get on with more important things.
Guess that leaves me to apologize. I'm sorry, there I said it. But don't think it'll happen again. What do you reckon you did to earn Helia's chime? 'Cause it sure wasn't from potential for this life.
None of us did anything to deserve a chime. Do not be naive. It is hardly a gift.
That's true. Being naive is a gift. Not a good one, but it makes you happy.
Completely unprepared. This was a massacre.
Already.
Alright. You are going to
My eyes are yours.
start looting. Alright.
As you wish.
Anyone else? Any other bodies here? No.
What's over there?
Selected correspondence of gift bearing Iden? Not sure.
Yes, as you wish.
Go no further. There is a situation in the guild hall.
The water shapers glance over his shoulder, his chest rising and falling with deep breaths.
All is under control, I say. But the building is closed until Myru cleans up the mess below.
She thumbs over the blocked stairwell. Onakaza sent me to speak with Myru. What is happening?
Nothing beyond the likes of us, I say.
The exhaustion breaks under her proud
Naga
grin.
swam in from the waterways of our sanctum. We pressed back until they fled underground. Then Myru gathered her forces for a stand at Pariki's tomb. I am to guard the staircase, while she routs the last of them. Kira, but Myru is fierce for her years.
Gross as another deep rumble shakes the earth under your feet. I hope Myru leaves something for me. Why are they attacking the guild? Why haven't you summoned help from the queen? What's causing the tremors?
Not snakes, I say.
Because her frowns were in the back of
Unless
his
they
head.
brought a battering ram.
Why haven't you summoned help from the
We
queen?
are water shapers. Onakaza knows we can walk over a few snakes. Myru, though. I say she would not turn down reinforcements.
Why are they attacking the
I
guild?
cannot know. With great purpose, they throw their bodies back to Rikuhu's bowels. I say this is personal. They strike with anger, not conviction.
I hope Myru leaves something for me.
I say you will have to run fast. She could cut through Naga like a harpoon through blubber. I will remain and dispatch any snakes who slither past you. Good hunting.
Alright, water shapers here. Snakes will pay for this. Dragon skulls on the side, I think. Or those are snake heads, but...
There.
Death to our enemy.
Coral Naka.
Just like that. Did I do that? Moe, Ixie, honor.
There we go.
Enemies over that.
Moe, Ixie, honor.
So far, these guys are slight. Oh, I like that. That was Shody right there.
We can take beyond.
Oh, good.
Dude, Monk is a fun class.
Glory be to God.
What the heck? That was like a green splatter with. Dang.
How might I assist? How might I assist? Happy to oblige.
Oh, a curse on all snakes.
Our good master lifts her gaze to meet yours, her eyes struggling to focus. She's been slashed and stabbed numerous times, and her robes are soaked with red
Too
blood.
many. Even for me.
She sputters on a mouthful of blood, but still manages a red-rimmed smile. We have to get you out of here.
Holding myself together. More important matters.
She clutches the wound around across her guts and whispers.
The rod of the deep. Ugh, I've lost it. Taken. You'll need to...
Coughs blood, spitting up blood. For every word she struggles, her voice breath gets progressively shallower. She coughs, spits it blood.
Find the rod. Get through the stone door by the entrance.
I'll find the rod. Just try and stay with me.
Wards. Failing. Hurry. Before it escapes.
Gives you a bleary look as her focus begins to slip away. Words, I haven't seen any words.
Pitied Isengati, Lady of Lament, as the pearl orb of the heavens.
She wheezes as struggling words come out. It doesn't sound like she's even addressing you any longer. Guildmaster, her eyes glaze over and she falls silent. So we've got the rod here.
The wheel. How it tugs at me. Akira, and how bright you look.
Maru's attention snaps forward a distant speck of light, but she's shaken off by remains of the moment.
At least in death, I can complete a thought.
She grimaces down at her swiftly diminishing body.
My rod and the words of Pariki's devotion will open the way to the inner sanctum, past the sealed door.
Maru closes her eyes and concentrates.
Pitied Isengati, Lady of Lament. As the pearl orb of the heavens crosses her view, her eyes well with tears, as constant as rain. But the moon's skyward journey continues apace, the lover's affection as ephemeral as fingers touching.
Maru opens her eyes again. She nods as her new form grows into distinct.
You must strengthen the wards, no matter what it tells you.
Well, what's that supposed to mean? Her mouth moves again, emitting no sound, but she fades from the sight. She raises her hand to point towards the entrance of the sanctum. Ah. Oh, finally disarmed it. Nice. Exceptional scale armor. Ooh. Alright, man, I've already looked at that, so that's why I didn't want to read it. Oh, she leveled up. Alright, athletics. Let's see, what would be good right here? I think explosives. Maybe. Intimidate's fine. So I don't have to intimidate her. Fighter becomes fiercely determined to deflect all incoming blows, or we have this thing, into the fray, out of the fire. Allows the fighter pull allies to safety if they choose. Doing so will not harm the ally. The enemy's armor rating significantly reduces for the next attack they receive. Gives a damage bonus to the fighter's proficient weapons. Like that one. Okay.
Head. Our fight is
There we go.
This weapon's no good to me.
Interesting.
Me and you are hogwash.
Yes?
Where are you going?
A question watcher? A question watcher?
Yes?
Oh, God,
A
what?
question watcher?
You about to die.
Temporary setback.
There we go.
Happy to oblige. Break upon the wheel.
How may I help?
Dude, a lot. What the
How
hell?
may I help?
You'd better run! How do you like that?
Lava beyond
Boom. Y'all are crazy, man. Absolutely insane.
Indeed.
Alright. The tunnel descends sharply into the murky waters. There's no telling how far the mountain goes. Something like that. Not really paying too much attention. Alright, let's go back up here. Alright. I wanted to save that really fast. Alright, so we have new stuff. We have intellect. Yeah, we're good there. Direction. Got this. Pretty good there. Minus 5% damage taken improves as where it loses health. So that's like both good and bad. I mean, this one might be better. I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to say. Alright, so yeah, let's try this out. Alright, so, oh, sorry. So, Perdita's Nagati, that is the fish, laid in lament. As the pearl orb of the heavens crosses her view, that's a moon, her eyes swell with tears as constant as rain. But the moon's skyward journey, again, that's moon. The lover's affection on the affair has fingers touching or something, right? So, read the inscription. Nagati would not have gifted her chosen people a watered covenant unless they persisted in the sanctity covenant of our making. Only the signal of the covenant and the words of my devotion will open the way. So, read the door reacts at once. The stone panel shifts aside to reveal a circular dial engraved with symbols. This would appear to be a lock mechanism and require no precise combination. So the systems, sorry, the dial. All right, so there we go. Like I said, there's these four. I did try to record this earlier, and it was a fail. So, if you guys were wondering, you recognize the symbols themselves. So, there's a full moon on the top. Then you have Nagati. Then you have the hands. And then you have rain. Oops. So first is Nagati. So pressing the dial. Then it's the moon. Then it's the rain. Then it's the moon again. Now, I did screw it up also the first time because I thought you can only push one each. Sorry, each one once. That's not the case. You hear clattering, swirling as the dial recedes into the floor. There's a low rumble and the doorway opens, revealing a dark, narrow tunnel ahead. Why is this? The character is too far away. Oh, travel through the passage. Alright, and yeah, just keep on going. What the hell is that thing? As massive upheaval of the water settles, the air thickens into oppressive humidity. It takes a moment for your eyes to adjust before you can make out the shape of that breach from the depths.
How in all Aora have they kept it down here?
Belfetto. I am thrilled as always to walk into a dragon's lair with you, Watcher. Your path is littered with the creatures.
Holy gone, but it's beautiful. And I'll bet smart as a whip and just as mean.
Sucks in a sharp breath.
Have you come to deliver me from this prison of my own making?
Dragon flares his nostrils and glares at you. Dragon!
Then I take it you have not, and the city has forgotten me.
Oh, a heavy sigh fills the room with smoke.
I am Skirilophus, guardian of the Isles.
I'm Osric, Captain of the Defiant.
I would see this vessel of yours someday, but we will return to that. You can only be here for one reason. You serve the Huana.
Size narrow into slits.
This prison is built on a foundation of their lies.
What are you talking about?
You stand in the sanctum of the Water Shapers. Those who make parlor tricks of Umgati's art. An art in decline. The Huana Covenant has failed.
What?
With each grain of sand surrendered to outsiders, Ngati draws her favor away from her chosen people.
That's just a recent... What covenant is that?
One struck in a different time, when the gods showered devotion on Huana. The guild hides how their acolytes struggle. Their ancestral forms no longer respond as they once did. Soon, there will be no water shapers to remember them. When their mighty talent went into decline, I gave the Huana the strength to raise the very sea against our enemies. For my generosity, they bound me to this chamber by my soul. And now the Deadfire dies in my absence. The luminous Adra shrieks in agony, calling out for a guardian.
You're the reason water shapers are so powerful. The other water shapers knew nothing about this. Read the dragon's soul. Your soul is stuck here. Let me take a look. You're the reason the water shapers are so powerful.
The Huana of ages past could have shaped the very Deadfire to their liking. Now their backs have turned against Ngati's covenant. Their art is an echo of its former glory.
So you're the reason the water shapers are so powerful.
The Huana of ages past, but now their backs have turned against Ngati's covenant.
Other water shapers knew nothing about this.
Clever Pariki twisted the forms of her art. Rather than give obeisance to Ngati, they draw from the wards of this prison.
Oh, that's how the wards have broken. Shows her teeth streaming his.
None but the masters of the guild ever knew this.
Oh. So Pariki, the one that they're supposed to be... Oh, no. Huh. Alright, read the dragon's soul. The soul is stuck here. Let me tell you.
You are a watcher. Of all the kith who could have entered this chamber. How intriguing.
Submerging the dragon's soul feels as, at first, disorienting, like pursuing the stacks of a vast library. The energy and vibrancy of that should color his soul is gray and worn. From the shadows, a dark, formless thing reaches out to you in desperation. The wards around the stone floor drag the essence down and disperses energy elsewhere to the water shaper students of Nagata. As it touches you, the weight of the prison is like an anchor. You withdraw from the sensation feeling shaky and depleted. I looked into your soul. It's true. Bound or not, what you're planning on doing about it. No, I mean, I'm going to say it's true.
Believe what you will. My duty to the archipelago is all that matters.
Okay.
Freedom comes like the tide, and the Deadfire heeds my call. I sense a rod among your belongings.
He narrows his eyes and watches you carefully. What's interesting is that other time that I was failing at recording, it's like this guy just attacked me right out. I was trying to have a conversation with him to figure things out. So it's interesting that if you take the more like direct and risky approach, it actually gives you way more pleasantries and information.
My gift to Pariki, my covenant with the Huana, another broken promise.
Oh boy.
It made the enchantments of this prison and can destroy them. It can set me free.
Dragon lashes his tail in eager, repetitive circles. Okay, so Anakaza would have me killed if I set you free. There has to be another way. How do I know? I have other questions about you first, Dragon. What happens to your captors if I do as you ask? Do I get something out of the arrangement? Or I can use Arcania. Letting you go deprives the water shapers of a useful asset. Say no more, let's see. Okay. What happens if the captors if I do as you ask?
The Huana have chartered their doom. I will not mourn their passing. Neither will I speed it along while they stand against the foreign tide.
I have questions about you first.
I will tolerate your curiosity.
Think of yourself as a guardian. How did you get in here? You were bound here by your soul. Alright, Arcana 5 and History 4. What if we exercise the imprisoned portion of your soul from the rest? You think of yourself as a guardian.
That is a duty as old as the islands themselves. In ages past, there were 3 guardians. They watched over the Isles, the Adra, and lost to Kaizo.
What do you know about Kaizo? You spoke with 3 guardians. We'll say with
A city
Kaizo.
where Kith spoke to gods. The heart of an empire. I know only what I hear.
Damn, it sounds like a myth even to you.
Kaizo was gone before my time.
There we go.
Even its myth is dust and ashes.
So this is like really going back. I'm really confused how so many people know about Kaizo, but they don't know about this dragon. Spoke with 3 guardians.
Creatures of unparalleled age and power, bound, like me, to strengthen the Huana. If they still lived, no foreign ship would trespass on these islands.
Back to my other questions.
Kaizo is lost beyond all memory. Better to forget that monument of hubris.
Hubris. Interesting. How did you get in here?
As outsiders threatened the Isles, the power of the Huana waned. Crafty Pariki sought me out to strike a deal. She used my soul as a crutch for her water shapers. In exchange, she vowed to protect the Adra.
Oh, go on. The values of mine the Adra. Water shoes don't predict that. They hold back the red Armada.
I came as an honored guest. The water shapers grew strong, and new conflicts replaced the old. When I resolved to go, my captors left me here, cheated and howling in the dark.
You're bound here by yourself.
Pariki and her crew forged wards that anchor my soul
So
to
there's
this
4 of them.
chamber. I am not chained here, but I am compelled to remain.
What if we exercise the imprisoned portion of your soul?
No, my soul is not for the taking. Not by you, or any of the outsider spirit thieves.
Okay, calm down. No one's taking your soul. We're just letting most of you free. Isn't that what you want? Insight. Or, hold on, so it can be done without harming you. I just need to inspect the words. That's how distasteful it is.
Very well. I give you one chance.
Oh, shit.
Time has weakened the wards enough that I can leave this cell without you. There will be a debt of pain that I have no wish to incur. Betray me, and I will summon as many waves of Naga as it takes to shatter this prison.
Dragon unclenches his jaw and watches you in silence. So here's the thing. This guy is a extremely big boss. Let's just say that. Inspect the wardstone. A raised wardstone stands out of the watery floor of the dragon's prison. The runes engraved along its surface glow with pale light. Chances to recursion of the strong work keep the dragon tethered to its spot and siphon energy from its soul. The spell of the imprisonment look more recent. Siphoning enchantment merely snips at the dragon's essence and disperses it elsewhere. You think it would be used to store the essence, enough to last decades or longer if used responsibly. You can tell nothing else about the enchantment. The ward flushes causes the Rod of Deep Hunter to tremble in your pack, as if the two share some arcane affinity for each other. Try to siphon enough of the dragon's essence to empower the guild, then break the imprisoned ward. The enchantment slips through your fingers in spite of its advanced age and depleted state. Clearly someone built this prison to resist any potential meddling. Alright. Strengthen the spell of imprisonment. Use the Rod of Deep Hunter to disable that enchantment. Let's go here. So it activates. Okay.
How may I help?
There. You go over here. And then same thing. Use the Rod of the Deep Hunter to disable the enchantment. The runes crackle as power dissipates. In seconds, their light is distinguished, and the shapes of each arcane sigil lose definition until they fade into total obscurity.
I can feel the weight of this pit diminishing around me. Do not stop now.
I'm not doing this because I value our conversation. Let me work. Follows your progress to narrow eyes.
Yeah?
Use a rod to disable the enchantment. Room cry has power dissipates. Second in light. It's the singular shape of each arcane signal loses definition until it fades into obscurity.
Need a hand?
I make no promises to cooperate with your animancy games.
Okay, so I'm stuck.
I make no promises to cooperate with your
Even though I'm paused, he's talking to me.
animancy games.
Here, you know what? You come over here. I'm gonna actually... Nah, I don't know what I'm doing. Use the rod. Room cries the powers of space. Okay. Blinks down at you and rolls his shoulder as if for the first time.
The burden of this prison is lifted. I will return to the beloved Atra.
He flexes his claws and lets out an exultant bellow. As long as you remember who helped you, will you consider showing some mercy against those who wronged you?
Mercy. Only for those who showed mercy to me. The rest...
He switches his jaw and delete the
Should
grin.
your hopes darken on the high seas, you will feel a welcome chill as my shadow passes over your deck. Depend on it.
Roaring with triumph, Sever aims his body at the rocky ceiling and takes off. There we go. Beats his wings, lifting his massive form above the ground in a watery prison. He stretches open his jaws and roars, ensuing blasts blowing out the top of his prison, exposing the sky above. Well, that's pretty cool. For the first time in untold years, natural light floods the interior of the chamber. He snaps his wings a second time, flying through the exit with a wild abandon, tilting in reckless, unpracticed angles as he builds an incredible speed. When he emerges, the shriek of horror and dismay grow in volume. Moments later, as he passes out of view, you hear explosion of splintered wood, unheated water, and incredible devastation at the southwestern corner of the island. Oh boy. Yeah, the queen is not going to be happy. Looks like we got some items here, right? We got living iron. Living iron. What the hell is that? It's infused with soul essence during the smelting process. Iron resists corrosion and enjoys reduced brittleness. And limits otter dusts. I like how you have the reflections going on here.
A question as you wish.
The hell is this? What? Oh.
How might I assist?
Onikaza will want your report, I say. Pariki should have known we could not keep a dragon forever.
I'm not doing shit right now. I'm not going to see the queen. Wait.
That scar on your brow, Aloth.
This? I found myself in a rather perilous situation with a band of Darghouls.
Dargles can be real nasty. You're lucky that's all you got to show for it.
I certainly gave them worse. Not to boast, of course.
Alright, so the next one we have is to get into Archimir's mansion to find the Juana tablet.
Do you look for something in particular?
Buy from her. Don't have nearly enough money though. It's time to sell some things. And we don't need this many bows, do we? all these we can sell outright. Doesn't really do anything for our reputation or whatever. Okay. 15,000, there we go. Now we have enough. I mean, it looks kind of cool, but oops, nope, not what I want. Yeah, I think that's fine. What's this do? Returning characters, right? Alright, let's scale this. Alright, study the distance. Sorry, the window overlooks the streets of Periki Overlake. The second floor of Archimedes Manor is just across the street. Right tool, practice throw could make crossing the gap a manageable feat. The gap between the window and the manor are far too deep. However, the sheer wall and erratic gusts of the wind make the prospect of scaling too dangerous. However, anyone with decent climbing experience could secure a grappling hook across this distance. So let's do that. Rope and grappling hook. Have someone throw a grappling hook. Yeah. So obviously going to be... What? Leave.
A sure thing.
Consider it.
Alright. Now... 13 definitely. Weird sound effects.
Curse Aethys for all of this.
Now,
Say that about God and I'll wash your
this is where the manor is, so we gotta...
It is pathetic how easily wounded your faith is.
Coming from someone that doesn't have any faith at all, right? Well, technically, the gods exist, period. So she just doesn't like them. Thinks worshipping them is a waste of time. Kind of like how I feel that it's a waste of time to worship CEOs and presidents and rock stars and shit.
Allow me.
Do you want to pick the lock? Yes.
That's that then.
Nice. Finally worked. Focus at speed. Alright. Call to the Sedgman Harvest. No. Archimedes notes. What help these imps offers hardly worth the trouble of enduring this company. Yesterday I tried a different face, and my butler nearly sounded alarm. Is more comfort than he recognized my robes. Given the chittering full of passphrase to avoid this sound pleasant in the future, cider and cheese. Simple enough for him to recall. Cider and cheese. Supposed to be one right there.
Allow me. Not possible, I'm afraid. Don't mind if I do.
I don't understand.
Allow me.
Why can't you do
sure
that?
Thing.
Archimedes' old robes. Interesting.
Don't mind if I do.
What?
My eyes are yours.
It's supposed to be something up there.
A question, Watcher? As you wish.
Alright, so if I wear the robes, I should be okay. Maybe. Not too sure. I like the rain. That's kind of cool effect.
Can't hide from me. Ha! This is futile!
Just like
There's a treat.
There you go.
Keep your
Stay
hands
alive,
here.
everyone.
You're mine!
I am ready. It does nothing.
No, I mean, one good thing about killing the people is you get, you know, pickups like Binding Copper. But, I'm gonna try something else. So, give me a second. Alright, so, who should we try this person? Though he's, now it makes more sense for you to wear Archimedes' robes. Because you can actually sneak around. So that's...
As you wish.
no clue how this is gonna work. The leathery imp cradles the gem in his claws with soft cooling sounds as it extends his forked tongue to lick each facet, coating with a layer of slime. He senses your presence, his eyes snap up. The imp lets you a piercing shriek and clutches the gem protectively close to his body. A pair of yellow eyes narrow on you, focusing on with
What you do here? Biped groundwalk filth. What you do here, huh? Why you trouble Yellow Eye 3?
If I were an intruder, Lion put to your companion. I'm Archimir's guest and helping him test a new illusion. No. We are doing diplomacy.
Ugly one speaks in confident tone. Not burglar, then.
He relaxes a bit with the glare, losing none of its malice.
Stay out of Yellow Eye 3's way, and break nothing, or Master hears of it.
With an anxious chitter, flap on his wing, it makes a welcome gesture. Tell me about yourself. Hey, Crystal, where'd you get it? Do you know when Archimir will be back?
Sit down and wait. Could be hours, days, weeks, years. You could die here.
What do you know about the vault?
It's on the lowest level, southeast corner, sealed up like dirty secret. Burglars tried to open, but they turned into food.
Crystal, where'd you get it?
That all you want to know? Boring. Found near vault. Keep safe for Master. Too shiny to leave lying around.
Mimic speech. Give me Crystal. Harsh, discordant parody of speech that erupts from your throat grabbed the imp's attention immediately. His eyes widened.
What crazy talk? Trying to start something or just stupid, eh?
Give Crystal her face. Ring Buffett friend. Well, it'll take you each, forget the crystal. Alright, what will it make, I wanted to exchange.
Crystal is heavier than looks. 500 copper and we got a deal, eh?
You didn't realize that you were holding Archimir's cursed lens.
What? Crystal harms Yellow Eye 3? What means you?
He ponders the crystal. They're gonna, slap Yellow free his claw while he's distracted. I like this one. Let's try it. He screeches in pain as the crystal rebounds against his face. He recovers and dizzy rubs an intent left in his forehead.
Take! Terrible thing hurts Yellow Eye!
Forces crystal into your hands, then sets to licking his cleans. Alright. Not sure why it's not working yet. The sky is supposed to look like...
Intruder! Ground meat in the Master's sanctum! Ski!
Lie and put to your companion. I'm with Archimir. Recognize the robes. A shape-shifting mishap. Oh, that worked. Great. Alright. Nothing.
What you need, huh?
What do you know about the vault?
Eh? Is trick question? You lost or confused?
Just answer the damn question. I like the idea of striking him, though. Yeah, let's do it. You deliver a hard punch to the imp's jaw, which feels like making contact with a sturdy wall in spite of the imp reels back with a surprise you up and couch.
Okay. Vault is on southwest corner of lower level. Great big door, cannot miss. Full of neat stuff. If Master didn't lock it up good, we'd have eaten it all.
What do you know about the vault?
Eh? Is trick question? You...
Right.
Okay. Full of neat stuff.
Alright. That was awesome. Wonder if it's going to work with the golems.
What you need, huh?
What do you know about the vault?
Eh? Is trick question? Okay. Full of neat... What you need, huh?
Carry on.
What you need, huh?
Stop it. I mean, there's three of them, but...
Butler on set. Or lounge trying to eat it again. Master will be displeased.
Stormblight. Issues from the case. Got to the vaults. But can I get some experience for taking out this disabled alarm system? Yes! There we go. Hammer and chisel.
What you need, huh?
Good stuff.
Allow me. Easily done.
Alright, so. Just taking everything from everywhere. Nothing down here. Your skin tingles as you approach the scrying pool. Your reflection grins up at you from the depths.
What you need, huh?
That's future.
What you need, huh? What you need?
Anyone else?
Just say the word. Ready when you are. Consider it done.
Just going about grabbing stuff. No big deal, y'all.
What this is?
Nice. Found the stash. With bombs and stuff.
Don't mind if I do. That's that then.
Rusted construct. Ironclad construct.
Not a problem.
Alright, papers. Most esteemed Archimeer, we received your orders for 2 additional ironclad constructs. You can rest assured they will be delivered within the week. Your continued satisfaction with our craftsmen affirms that our work goes towards a righteous cause. We look forward to maintain generous patronage. Stamped with the sigle of Obsidian, followed by an illegible signature. So it doesn't really say where that's from. It might be the White March, though. Read the soul. You walk towards the hall. Archimeer's minor. The layout is no strange to you. You navigate every turn with confidence. Your partner is shadow, hanging 3 steps behind. Little noise won't disturb the stewards. Ifrin nods and hastens in space. You reach a heavy vault door. The lock is made of gems set in stone. Ifrin glances over his shoulder, too preoccupied to follow your careful motion. Set the gems into their combination. Pray the contact goes right. Just as the vault door grinds open, one Archimeer imp rounds the corner and screeches at full voice. You spin on your heel and make a run for it. Ifrin is nowhere to be seen, but a whisper of cloth through an open doorway tells you that he's gone to hide. Before you can take out your next step, a blow like a battering ram carries you off your feet. Disoriented and prone, the last thing you see is a fist of iron construct mercilessly coming down, with nothing but your head between it and a cold stone
I'll
floor.
be damned if I let a soul be used for such foul means. Come with me now, you poor lost thing.
Valagina, golden eyes narrow. Pity. Hey, at least she kept her mouth shut, right?
What you need, huh?
Alright, come on. Alright, here we go. Archimeer's vault. No, not this one. Over here. Now, obviously it's got the sparks coming out. Place the clear crystal into the hole. I don't need to do anything else, so I'm just going to do that. Enter the combination you found. And we got in. 2,000 experience. Really
He
good.
sure hoards enough, doesn't he?
Happy to oblige.
Right.
My eyes are yours. Well,
There you go. There's a bunch of these. Like, so many. Alright. Ivory worm figure. Gotta use these figurines. Harpo Epic. There we go. This is it. So, stone tablet is much eroded with years of neglect, but the elegant Juana runes decorate its surface and it's endured for until millennia. Though gods stricken skies and wave mile-high waves tossed my ship. My mind's compass never wavered for a dear Okazo. When a splintered mast, much trader's lumber, hit me across the brow, I was knocked into a vision of pearlescent shores. I woke in the black-watered seas of terrible calm, with no two stars paired in familiar form. Paddling my wreck with makeshift oars, came at last upon an isle where each neighbor spoke a different tongue. For all that I sailed in the years after, never again would my spyglass take in the peaks of the wondrous Okazo. I sat up in bed, then on it, of an age when the tears came unbidden, pondered where sleep had ended and dreams began, raced to meet the sun. I found it still bright in the sky with the false glow igniting the shapely sky. An azure beacon stood atop the horizon, familiar anthems filled my ears. It was then I spotted a ship, lively crew of youth, sailing for the horizon, a frontier that had once been mine. To those shores I was a departing echo, but someone would find them again, someone worthy to alight in the sands of the lost Kaizo. Sounds kind of like the Tower of Babel.
Curious, sir, and allow me.
You cannot disarm the track. Use to trigger it. No. We'd probably die if we do that.
Allow me. Easily done.
There we go.
Don't mind if I do. Easily done.
Alright. There's another one. That is, I think, the last one. No! Alright. I guess we can try to trigger this. Yeah, you're fine. Ah, dang it. All that for nothing. Alright, so there we go. That is the end of that part. Now I want to turn it into Awana, because Awana are going to be angry at me very soon for letting out the dragon.
Consider it done.
What you need, huh?
Carry on.
Why Master need what you need, huh? Not even taste good.
Just picked up a keg. No big deal. Just grabbing a keg from a random China cabinet. Alright. Alright, so now the next thing we want to do is Archmage Vault. Return the artifact to Tema or Nete. Will wait me in Imperial Command at Brasted. Nete is in front of the Crown of Palace and Servants Crowned. Well, that's actually where I want to go. So let's go. Actually, we could make a more strategic plan to try to keep everyone equally happy with me. So let's do that. Let's go to reputations. All right, so we have. How does this work? It's like 1 negative and 2 positive. Kind of looks like Valiant Trading Company, Port Maj, Delver's Row Criminals, The Gullets, Nekataka, Wana. Children of Dawn Stars. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, let's do it. Servant's Crown. Alright, in front of Kana Palace.
You certainly... Bathhouse, Aloth. It was made by animancers, of course.
And if they devoted all their efforts to such endeavors, you wouldn't hear me complain.
It is a wonder they manage at all without your wisdom and guidance.
You return. What say, friend?
You read the artifact. Retrieve the tablet with the Archimage vaults. Yeah, I don't want to be benevolent.
Akira, you've restored to us a piece of our history.
Regards the tablet with care. Major positive reputation gain with Awana.
The Queen thanks you, my friend. We are a step closer to...
Trail yourself a winged leathery figure and descended draws close. Oh, what the hell?
Hey, you the Watcher?
And prods you to get your attention. Yes, it's me. Well, you know what? These guys are kind of silly, so I'll just say, what is it to you?
Arkhamir, the Great Master, has returned. Invites you to join him at the estate. Says you know where that is.
Imp lets a harsh, discordant chuckle, holds his claw in front of his mouth to hide up mischievous grin. Tell him I'll be there. I'll see him when I have time. What's this about?
Oh no! Master doesn't tell us imps anything.
The way he draws out each word suggests that Imp's practicing sarcasm. I'll see him when I have time.
But whoever has time, you have to make time.
Odds himself thoughtfully.
Find Master in his study. Don't be late.
Imp winks at you and flares away.
That was faster than I anticipated. I had hoped for more time to work with the Queen on her formal apology, but I will have to accelerate our plan.
She frowned, clearly disturbed.
Thank you again, truly. This may be our most meaningful step towards Ukaizo. We just have to pray that Archimere doesn't put hexes on his belongings.
He knows the tablet.
All right, I'll say it. The filthy little buggers are growing on me. Anyone else? No?
Okay, this is the end of this episode.